Welcome to
Call Her Shadow Daddy.
a place where we chat about our
Usually.
spicy reads. What is up, Mo?
What is up, Nick?
How
we are
are
back
you?
together.
We're back.
What are we discussing today?
Game Changers by Rachel Reid.
Rachel Reid. She's our gal. You've probably heard of her and her series Heated Rivalry.
Yes.
If you haven't,
Where are you?
get out from under your rock.
You need to get on your iPhone or Samsung Galaxy and see what's going on.
See what the people are watching. To be fair, Nick and I haven't watched
we
the
haven't
show
watched it.
yet.
But that was on purpose.
That's because, so we found out that the show Heated Rivalry is actually based on book 2.
Of
we didn't
this
know
series.
that. Yeah, when we read book 1.
We were like, well, because they were like, we did try to research it a little bit, but it was unclear.
It was unclear. We're happy, now we'll get a little more of the world. But yeah, this was book 1, so I think there's like a little bit. There's crumbs of it in the show.
Okay, actually, I did hear from my sister who watched the show.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to her, I was like, okay, I don't recognize I'm reading this book.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the names from what the people be talking about online.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, there's like one episode that's these guys' story.
Okay.
In Heated Rivalry.
So that will be fun.
So that will be exciting. We'll be like, wait, those are our guys.
And we are gonna watch the show and read the second book.
Spoiler for our next episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna read the book and watch the show.
So
it's the crossover event of the year because we're actually talking about a TV show as well.
Yeah. So
But one of us has to get HBO Max. So if any listeners have a login,
send us
they
your
wanna
login and
thanks.
password.
We'll give you a shout out on Instagram.
Yeah.
And when we get merch, we'll send you merch.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay, so Game Changer?
Changers.
I thought it was just Game Changer.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
The series.
Oh, it's the
Game
Game Changers
Changers.
series. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, glad we clarified that.
My
So
apologies.
the quick synopsis of Game Changer, we have Kip and Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So Kip is a history major. He's currently working at a smoothie shop.
Mm-hmm.
Straw plus berry.
Straw and berry.
Straw.
I think it is straw and berry.
See, but it's the plus side.
I know, but I swear there's an interaction at the beginning of the book where the other guy, Scott, the hockey player, which I'm sure you were getting to, sorry. But when he comes, he says something to him about working at Straw plus Berry, and Kip's like, it's Straw and Berry.
Oh, okay. Well, so...
I think.
I mean, I could see it either way.
It's stupid.
It's
It's
not
dumb.
I mean, it's not the best name, but Straw plus and Berry.
Strawberry.
Is where
The smoothie shop.
It's where Kip works, and Scott Hunter, a famous hockey player, comes into the smoothie shop and orders a smoothie from Kip, and they're kind of having some chemistry, and then it turns out that it kind of breaks the losing streak that Kip's been having on the hockey team.
Yeah, he's been sucking ass, basically, on the ice. And everyone's like, get it
together. And he finds out that what was the actual smoothie?
It's like, isn't it like a blueberry smoothie?
Something.
Yeah.
This blueberry smoothie is like his good luck charm. So he keeps going back to Kip, and then they end up going on some dates, and they start
it happens quick.
Banging. Yeah, this is not a slow burn.
Not a slow burn at all.
And so they have this relationship, but they're having to keep it hidden because Scott's not openly out as being gay. And that starts to
gnaw at the relationship.
Yeah, not the relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically
So
it's about their relationship. That's the TLDR.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. The meet cute, I will say it was a cute meet cute.
It was a cute, I know. I thought it was
smoothie shop.
And I loved the coworker Maria. I was like, she's all of us.
Oh, yeah.
The coworker who's like, oh my god, he's so hot. Wait, he was totally looking at you.
Yeah.
You guys need a hotel. I was like, yes, we all either are
need
Maria or we need a Maria.
Yes.
Okay?
100%. 100%. And I will say, this brought me back to going to Jamba Juice back in the day.
Oh, did you have a meet cute?
No, I didn't have a meet cute, but I was just saying, for me, you have those stores where you walk in and you're like, oh, this is this store. I could walk into a Jamba Juice with my eyes closed and inhale, and no, it's a Jamba Juice.
It's true, you would.
So I was really in the moment. I was ordering
you were there.
my strawberry surf rider. But this is not sponsored, by the way.
But if you do...
Jamba...
Okay, wait. Real quick sidebar. Do you remember when Jamba Juice was called Bazooka Juice?
Is this fake?
This is true. I'm telling you.
I think this is a... What's that
like a Mandela effect?
Yeah,
I swear. There was... Okay, maybe there were some that were like bought out by a Jamba Juice. Because I swear there was one...
In our hometown?
In our hometown.
Wow.
That was Bazooka Juice.
Wow, okay.
But you know what? I'm going to have to do some research.
We're going to come back to that.
Jamba Juice really bad, though. I'm going to have to get one on the way home.
But, okay, so, yeah, fun, meet, cute, very, like, she set the scene well.
Yeah, it was very cute.
And I felt like she really did a good job of building that, like, excitement, butterflies when you have a crush.
Totally,
like,
I felt that.
Do they like me?
Yes.
Do they not?
And, like really reading into, like, their facial expressions and then being like, no, I'm being too delulu.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what's happening. Yeah. Like, it's so fun to be delusional and then it being right.
And then it be right,
it's
yes. And, like, just that moment when they both are, like, actually tell each other that they like each other.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. It's so cute.
It's a big, kind of, 180 from our previous books where it's just like absolutely unhinged and it's just like very cute and sweet. I'm like, who's gonna die? Like, I need something crazy.
We were a little bored at times, but we think that's just because we like our last book, which if you listen to the last episode, the Ashley, Devil's Backbone Society, things are going wild. And this was a lot more tame.
There were ribbons flying in this one, which we'll talk about.
We'll talk about that. But so it starts out very sweet and like wholesome.
So like if we're thinking about, like their relationship, right? Yes, it's very sweet. And like Scott, basically, like you said, Scott is closeted, does have experience with men, but has never been in like a real relationship with a man. Yep. And Kip is like very understanding of that, like at the beginning. Yeah. And then it kind of gets to like,
well, and then it's twofold with like it'd be one thing if he just like wasn't comfortable being out, but then he also is famous, so like anywhere he goes there's a chance of like paparazzi, so it's I feel like if there wasn't that famous element they could like go get ramen undisturbed, but now that's even like compounded by the Scott really doesn't want like the press to find out about this, so they're really just hanging out at Scott's apartment, which starts
to wear on Kip. He's like, why am I like hiding? He said like it feels like when he was closeted before, and he's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, like this sucks. But I was thinking like during some of that I was like I know he has staff, like I know there's got to be some like his government like is he paying like no, I thought for sure, based on like the society we live in now, like there would be a leak, right? Like I don't know
like
if you
his
ever follow,
house cleaner would see
like
dirty boxers.
Like on Instagram, if any of you are on Instagram, like if you follow Dumois, it's like the people like type in like spotted blah blah blah, like unconfirmed rumors. Like I feel like that would happen. I know there was that one where someone took a picture of them when they went to the art museum.
Oh yes.
There was that.
But
I thought for sure that was going to come up way more. Yeah. It was going to be like, I'm glad he wasn't outed like that. Yes. That would have really sucked.
That's what I was
really
worried
glad that didn't happen.
That was going to happen. Yeah. And then I was worried Scott, like, wasn't going to, like, when confronted with it, wasn't going to, like, come out with the truth. And then that would have been really bad. But, so they're having some conflicts, but they're still, like... smashing
the sheer volume of smashing in this book. I'd be like, here we go.
And these aren't just like little tidbits. Nope. These are like full scenes.
Okay, I do have to give just a quick little. I have one line that I want to read, and we're not at the spicy reading yet, but this just kind of illustrates kind of what I thought about what was happening with this writing, where it was like very much just them fucking a lot, and I was like, what is going on here? Okay, This is after they fuck, of course. They're in the tub, okay? Not hot tub, just regular tub. But it might be hot, I don't know. But it says, they stayed in the tub until the water got cool, talking about different things and learning about each other. Wow. And I was like, what other things? What are they learning about each other? I would like to know that instead of hearing about the ribbons again.
It's like, you know, some books will like somewhat fade, like it will start out heavy and fade to black.
Yeah.
This is like doing that, but for the relationship.
Right, yeah. I was like, okay, great. I'm glad they know something, but me as the reader kind of want to know something. That is how I felt kind of like the whole book.
Yeah.
Of like, okay.
Like, oh, if only we got as much description about
Like, we hardly know anything about them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I guess Scott, isn't he like an orphan or something?
I feel like
or
he doesn't have, his
early?
mom died early. That was
and dad not in his life.
Yeah.
And he's like,
doesn't have any sips.
It felt like it was like a Marvel movie where they like find this kid that's like kind of talented and like lock him away and are like, you can only play hockey.
You're gonna play hockey and be good. Well, okay, going into, so that's Scott, and then Kip. It's
Kip
really
is just kind of like your average like millennial that like you know, failure to launch, like just can't
lives
really figure it out because life is hard and you know, is just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So going back to the title of our show called The Shadow Daddy, let's talk through, is Scott a shadow daddy? Is Kip a shadow daddy?
Yeah.
Remember our criteria for a shadow daddy.
Tall, dark, and handsome. I feel like
so wait, who are we starting with? Let's just start with Kip.
Start with Kip. I kind of don't really look at what they say they look like because
I know they kept saying Kip, like Kip's hot. They're Kip's
both
a
hot.
looker. Yeah.
I know they're both hot, but like I don't know if they're like I believe I've mentioned this on the podcast before that I don't believe grown men should be blonde. So if they are blonde, I'm gonna forget that.
I don't. Well, let's like
I'm going very
let's
literal
take the
on
tall,
one.
dark, and handsome and just say like, are they hot?
I think that's a
like
more Nick, get it together.
Like,
we don't. It doesn't matter.
Like, what is his literal height? Like,
we need full. They actually do talk about like their weight and height sometimes. I feel like in this one because like they're both big. Yeah. Especially Scott because he's a professional
hockey
athlete.
Player. But okay, so
anyway,
Kip, we'll say hot. Check.
Tortured and traumatic past.
I don't think so. I feel like he's.
That's not like a defining feature of his character.
Okay, so no.
Tough guy exterior, no. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Shadow, darkness, magical power.
Definitely not.
Okay, so
Kip, not a shadow daddy.
He only made 1 out of 4, which is a failure at 25%. Sorry. Love you, but you're hot, but you're not a shadow daddy.
Okay, Scott.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Check.
Hot, yes.
Hot,
Tortured and traumatic past.
Check.
Yes, being locked in a room and made to play hockey.
Yeah, and they talked a lot too about, you know, it's one thing to like publicly come out when he's like an athlete, but really for hockey too, that like
they talk a lot about
that, how like there's no like out hockey players and how a lot of the like locker room talk and stuff is like using like derogatory terms, and so like it's a big deal for him not to come out in general, but especially in this hockey world for him. So
and he's like at the very like top of his game. Yeah. And like that could really impact all of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so check.
Tough guy exterior that terrifies most. Terrifying? He does get a little violent on the rink. Okay? Yeah. I was like, whoa, buddy. Whoa. Red flag alert. Whoa. He's like beating some guy's ass. He's bleeding.
I was going to say, as a hockey player, I think we could put him into the tough guy exterior.
That's basically that's a tough guy sport.
Yeah.
Like, they have a penalty box for fighting. What other place has, like, a legit box you have to sit in?
That's a great point.
After you,
that's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. And then the next one is Shadow, Darkness, Magical Power. I'm going to say, it's not I feel like his money is, like, its own magical power. Like, because he has that power. Yeah. It's not necessarily a typical one. Yeah. But that gives him a lot.
I would say his fame, too.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
So I think Scott is a shadow daddy.
You're a shadow daddy.
Congratulations, Scott.
You did it. You're a shadow daddy. Yeah, Hunter. I agree, though. Sorry, Scott. Sorry, Kip. You are hot, but you're not a shadow daddy.
And that's okay.
We can't all be shadow daddies.
Yeah, we can't all be shadow daddies. And I think a lot of times we'll see a shadow daddy with not a shadow daddy.
Correct. Have we ever seen 2 shadow daddies
I don't know. That would be
We'll have to look. Yeah. We'll have to see if we can find one. This again was annoyed. It was just like Ashley in our previous book, where, maybe I'm being too harsh, but when he's offering to pay for like Kip stuff.
I was
like,
just gonna.
No, I'm like, let the rich pay, okay? It's the least they can do.
Yeah. So to back up, what Nick is talking about. For Kip's birthday, Scott wanted to do some like grand gesture, and so he gave Kip like a $50,000
It's like a freaking like envelope stuff with cash.
It's like so that Kip could pay off his student loans, and this was a good like conflict because it's showing that like Scott. This is something that Kip's very sensitive about. Like he wants to support himself, so it's. Scott feels like, hey, I'm doing this gesture. I have all this money. Right. I want to spend it. I've always
wanted someone to spend it on.
Yeah, so you can definitely see his perspective, but then you can totally see Kip being like, yo, I can't accept this. And you don't really know me if you thought I would accept this.
Yeah, it was a good conflict. I did
and
understand.
They did talk through it, which was good. Because I hate the trope where like
you know what, so true.
Like miscommunication, like something could be solved by a simple conversation,
phone call, text. Yeah. You know what, I will give Rachel Reid that because. I completely agree. I didn't feel like... Yes, thank you, Rachel. I didn't feel like the conflict, was one of those stupid ones. Yeah. Because I get so annoyed when it's something like that. Yeah. And I'm like, this is lazy. Yeah. These did feel like real conflicts. Like, money is a real conflict. Mm-hmm. I think that's, like, the number one cause of, like, divorce, like, is financial problems, right? And the whole coming out story.
Yeah, totally.
Like, that is something that is very real. Yeah. And I do know I have seen, like... critiques online, and like obviously I can't speak for the gay community. I don't know what that's like to have to come out, but like where sometimes they feel like a fatigue of why is every queer story about coming out? Yeah. And I'm like, I could see how that would be really
like
there's a
like
lot
there
more
should
to you
be
than coming
other
out.
conflicts. Yeah. Exactly. And I'm hoping that in the other Game Changer books that there are other conflicts in that, because I could see that, like, okay, we
get it.
Let's go past this. Though I do think the next one, Heated Rivalry, they're also I think a lot of them, it is the coming out story with the hockey background. Sure. But I hope that like one of them at least is just like, hey, they're already out or this or that. But we'll see.
But so I did, and I was curious when I was reading this because I was like, oh, how many professional athletes are actually out and like playing
in hockey,
in any professional sport. So I was thank you to Wikipedia. They had a whole page that was like, it was like notable queer sports people, and I was like, thank you Wikipedia. Most of them women or women identifying. And of men, not a lot that are. Most of them have come out either like after they're not playing anymore.
Once they're retired.
The first NFL player to come out as gay and actually play, guess what year it was?
Oh gosh. Like 2004 or 8?
2021.
Dude.
Carl Nassib on Tampa Bay.
Wow.
And like I think he retired like the next year.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's stunned.
That's wild.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think, you
think like, okay, this is something
exactly.
Like,
and like
we hope
Yeah, and I mean Mo and I live in like a pretty like liberal area of the country, so I think we are used to like, yay, just like, we love it. That's like normal,
like something to celebrate.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so like I was stunned when I saw that. I was like, wow, I can't believe that it was 5 years ago, and that's like one of the only ones. And I can't imagine what kind of backlash he probably got.
Yeah, that's wild. And I think that's why it's so exciting that the show is getting so much excitement and hype and all that. And hopefully sparks some good conversations.
But for all its merits, there are also a couple interesting things in this book. So... Shall we do our dramatic reading?
I think we shall. I think we shall.
Let's do a little... I already, gave I already alluded to some of the things that I didn't like the most, which was often talked of ribbons.
Yes.
But
the ribbons. Well, you'll... this quote actually...
Oh, it has ribbons. No, this one has ribbons.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
We had, we always look over a few quotes to decide which
there was a lot of
options. Every page. There's something, really. Okay? So, this is, surprisingly enough, Scott and Kip are fucking. Scott came, silent and awestruck, as his gorgeous, perfect boyfriend watched. The thick white ribbons of his release splattered across his stomach and up onto his chest. So beautiful, sweetheart, Kip said. So beautiful. So beautiful.
You know, not necessarily how
it's not what I would do.
It.
I personally don't find that beautiful. And you know what? I love that they
We love that for them. We love that for them.
I
did write, or go ahead.
No.
I said I did write down some. You got to give Rachel, the author here, some props for like using a variety of words here.
Yes,
so we
tell
have
us all the ones
we
for
have.
come.
I know, and it's funny because like in our other books they don't shy away from using
they just say
come, but she never said that.
Right, she never said that.
And that's kind of, it's funny too how like some books will be like his member versus like his dick.
Yeah. But also like this one, I'm just thinking too, like in any of the actual sex scenes, I feel like she doesn't use like a lot of like slang.
Yeah, which is interesting because it's still like pretty explicit.
But the words may
but
not be.
But it's almost like higher brow.
It's like they're making love instead of fucking. And I'm like,
even though for the like amount of time they're doing it, it's like
yeah.
Oh,
but anyways, give us.
So we have
list.
white ribbons, which we heard, white strands, his release, raining down, and then long hot streams. So
you know what this? Okay, I'm always going off the rails. You can cut this out if you need to, Mo. But so I don't. Okay, you know who Tyra Banks is?
Yes.
Okay, so Tyra.
I
Banks,
don't live under a rock. I know I don't. I'm not chronically online.
Okay, so Tyra Banks has been doing this thing where she is trying to make hot ice cream a thing.
What?
Right. Exactly.
What does that even mean?
I think it's basically just like ice cream, like it's like hot syrup of like ice cream, but
so,
she's
like,
really trying to. Maybe.
Okay.
But anyways, that was what I thought of when I
God.
heard long hot. Like it's not something
not...
that you read and say like, oh, I love a long hot stream. I don't want a hot ice cream. Like those things don't go together where I'm like, yes. But like I guess maybe for some people it is. So like obviously this personal preference thing. But I had a hard time with the streams. Okay? The streams made me go like
But we do appreciate the word variety
absolutely
and that they're loving it and we're happy for them. And
we are.
That kind of leads into our Scoville scale.
Yes.
And that, for those who don't know, is us ranking the book on spice level based off the chili pepper,
which you can
rating.
find on our Instagram.
Yes.
At Call Her Shadow Daddy.
Check it out.
Yes.
This one, I mean, as we just said, like the scenes were pretty descriptive, and they weren't doing anything crazy.
Exactly. That's what I was like. They're having sex.
They weren't like doing any foresomes like our gal Ashley.
They weren't fucking on coffins.
There weren't it wasn't like BDSM like our first. What was that?
God.
Deep End.
Yeah, it was very like.
So yeah, I would say it was like pretty standard. But I think pretty descriptive, long scenes, and a lot of frequency.
The frequency, yes.
So that's why I get torn. I think I'm in the habanero level.
Which is like 2/3 up, maybe.
That's like below ghost pepper, right?
Yeah. I said cayenne, which is kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, like I was like, this just seems like some people having sex, like nothing's really crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like some like webcam sex
that's
that they
true.
were doing.
We did get a little webcam.
But like, it didn't feel like it was too crazy to me.
Yeah. I think it was just more that like
the
they were
volume.
banging all the time.
Sheer volume
and it was spicy. Like there were some spicy scenes. There's some hot scenes.
Oh yeah, there was like.
I was on the plane again reading this.
No, you weren't.
I was, and I was like. Well, I hope the person over my shoulder, if they read
they're looking forward to it.
Listening to the pod. We do got to get business cards to hand out on the plane.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, we do.
Just
a QR code.
People who have kids and they hand out candy. Sorry, I'm reading smut. Like, if you're interested,
please listen to. Oh my gosh,
listen to our pod.
Yeah. I was thinking about something, but now I forgot.
Oh shoot, something about.
Oh, I was gonna say that. As we're talking, I think I'm gonna bring it up to like habanero with you.
Yeah.
Just because of like the webcams and the ones where they would like jerk themselves off in front of the other one.
Yeah,
Like,
they actually they had some.
Like,
yeah,
okay, like,
yeah.
You know,
there was some.
Yeah.
It wasn't like tame or boring.
Exactly.
We're just saying it wasn't like oh my god,
what is happening?
Rails. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fair. Any other like random thoughts about it before we do our
alt titles?
Well,
Well, I do have to say. Oh wait, we got to talk about the ending.
Oh yeah.
We always forget about that. So they basically have like a heart to heart.
Yeah.
And Kip's like, hey, this isn't working. Like, I can't always be hiding with you.
Yes.
And Scott's like, hey, I get it. Like, I'm gonna need to take my time, and we have the playoffs coming up, but I get it. Like, I do want to come out. I just gotta like figure out exactly how to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And then
we enter the playoffs, and what happens?
Yeah. At the Stanley Cup, like the final game, they win, and luckily, Kip did come to the game.
Yep.
And Scott like basically waves Kip down and gives him a big old smoocheroo.
It was the sweetest
on the
thing.
ring. It was very very cute.
Scott sees everyone else. Like, and their wives and kids are coming down, and they're like all celebrating, and he's like, "Who do I want with me right now? It's Kip," and like. We didn't think this was going to happen.
Yeah.
We thought this was going to be like a post, release an interview. Mm-hmm. But no, he just like goes for it, brings Kip cute. Down. They have this big smooch, and it was like a very heartwarming moment. Well,
right before that, he did like maybe I don't know if it was that game.
Oh, he
did
his
tell
friends,
his friends, his teammates,
his
who
agent,
were all very supportive.
Yeah.
And when did he go to Kip's house?
He went to Kip's house like a couple days before that. Okay. Met his parents, which was very cute. And
was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to like announce
after
like
we're together. Yeah. This is my boyfriend." Yeah.
And it was very cute.
Yeah. And then after the game, like in the epilogue, Scott wins some award, some hockey award, and gives a very moving speech about coming out and the hockey community, and that like he hopes he can set an example for other hockey players who are feeling that way, and like gives Kip a shout out and basically says like he's my game changer. I don't know if he says that verbatim, but I do think game changer was a good title here.
I did too.
Because like Kip really was Scott's game changer. First from the smoothie,
and Scott was Kip's game changer, right?
Yeah.
Because isn't he now going to like grad school or something?
Yeah, I think he got into grad school.
And so like good things are happening for him too.
Yeah. And they're like, we're gonna change the world. It was just it was a very like positive. I felt like a good ending.
I agree.
It like wrapped things up, but it didn't like
and they're like at the there's a club, they have like this at the gay club, they have like the Scott
in Vegas
Hunter night.
Yeah.
And they're like dancing on the floor together.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my god, so cute.
Like
that
because like this now. Scott always wanted Kip always wanted to go dancing, and Scott was like, oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. But I don't know.
And then we get some of our crumbs of the people in Heated Rivalry.
Book
and
2.
They bring this we haven't watched, so we're guessing on the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Ilya Rozanov.
Yes.
There's all these like, and there's these hints that like other people think he's gay because like randomly when they'll be like, oh, Scott, why don't you have like a partner? It better not be like Rozanov, haha. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
And then he shows up to the gay club.
Yeah, he's at the gay club, and Scott's kind of like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I just wanted to check it out, like see what Scott Hunter Night was about. So yeah, I'm excited to see book 2, which the next pod will be book 2 of the Game Changer series, Heated Rivalry, and we'll also be talking about the show.
Probably we'll be talking about the show.
Oh,
however, I also have 2 other things I don't know where to fit them in, but I need to say them. There were a couple, I know I already complained about the writing choices, but there were 2 other writing choices that I was like, huh? There's this one scene where Kip is out with his friends and they're like at a bar and they say, oh, whoever had sex the most recently has to pay for drinks. I was like, who talks like this? Like, do I just have like boring friends that don't do this? Like, so please chime in if that's something you and the homies do, because I have never ever done that in my life. That one, and the other one was the constant use of just saying beer. It was like, oh, I'd like 1 beer, please. Oh. And I'm like, just pick a
just
type
say
of
like
beer.
an IPA.
Like you've already created this world. You created the straw and berry.
Yeah.
Like, come up with. It was
That's
just like
funny. Maybe she's not like a beer drinker.
I don't know.
She's like,
yeah,
3 beers.
3 beers. Like, or like there's one part where Kip, his friend Elena, they're like talking about, and she said, "Oh, this has to be a beer lunch," and I was like. A beer lunch? I even asked my partner, I said, has anyone ever asked you to do a beer lunch? And he was like, what?
What?
And I was like, exactly. Yeah. Like, it would be like, this lunch calls for drinks.
Yeah.
Like it was just like
drinking,
weird way to write it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I just had to get that out.
No, that's good. I think, thankfully, like, I do feel like this book was written better than our last series.
100%.
We didn't have, like, the licking of the lips. No, this is good. Because I think it'll be good for us to like keep an eye on
some of these
too.
things.
Are they still drinking beers?
Right. I think this was her like debut novel too.
Oh, okay.
I will check. I will let you know in the next episode if I was correct.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay. Should we go back and forth on the alt titles?
Okay, sure. I have 3. I have 4.
Okay, nice. Okay. So you start.
Okay. Puckenberry.
Oh. Puckenberry.
Like strawberry.
Yeah.
Like smoothie and
I like
pocky.
it. I like it. Puckenberry.
Plus berry, Puckenberry. Okay.
Okay. 2 dudes, 1 puck. I was pretty proud of that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Proud of that.
Okay. I had another one. Fucking and puckin'.
Oh, fucking and puckin'. That's good. Because there are a lot of like other hockey romance books out there.
Exactly.
But I don't think I've heard of fucking smoothies plus and sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm for it. Okay, this one was a little out there. And honestly, it might be kind of mean. Little Orphan Scotty.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if that was the title?
I was thinking like, like Little Orphan Annie, like, Rags to Riches, you know. But like, I'm sorry.
I think he's Shadow Daddy Scotty, actually.
Yes,
okay,
right.
my last one, White Ribbons.
Mo? Why would you do that?
Nick's favorite.
Okay, my last one was Blue Smoothie Extra Ice.
Ooh.
Get it? Because like ice rink.
Oh.
Blue Smoothie Extra Ice. I think my personal favorite is 2 Guys, 1 Puck.
I think 2 Guys, 1 Puck, and then what was your first one?
Puckenberry.
Okay, I think what was your second one?
Fucking and Puck.
That one was my favorite.
Oh my god.
Wow. Let us know your fave. Yeah. And thanks for listening.
Yes. We can't wait to read the second one.
Yeah.
And then watch the show. Let us know if you agree with our takes. If you are also have a visceral reaction to the words white ribbons, we'd love to know. And your favorite Jamba Juice smoothie. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.